I think nakita nila, sir, yung Pilipinas as their playground. When I say playground, sir, things they need to continue to operate their legal activities are available here. Like having a new identity. Every time we raided the Pogo hubs, this is a constant thing that's happening in every raids that we're doing. Laging may mga fugitives, sir. Sometimes we get 15, 9 fugitives in other Pogo hubs, 11. And checking on their identities, they already assume identities. And kung mapapansin mo, sir, meron na silang mga driver's license, meron silang mga PhilHealth cards, meron silang mga even birth certificates, and passports. In some cases, nakakuha kami, sir, sa Thailand ng mga passports. So, we're thinking na, kaya, sir, naging puntahan tayo ng mga criminal elements dito is because they can get what they want here. And in cases that they run into trouble with the law, naayos nila, sir. It's really hard to accept their reality, but in most cases, sir, naayos nila yung problema nila rito. And yun nga, sir. And then nakuha nila, sir, yung mga weaknesses ng mga Pilipinos. And ang isa pang problema, sir, na nakita namin is yung existence still nung pre-registered SIM cards. We're talking about online gaming here, sir. And what's the common denominators in Pogos, in online gaming, na yung sinasabi nga ni Chairman na pag tinanggal nila, maya-maya nandyan na uli. Kasi there still exists yung pre-registered SIM cards. They can avail of these pre-registered SIM cards dito sa atin. Nakakagawa kasi in one case, we demonstrated yung paggawa ng mga SIM cards kasama yung mga media kung paano ginagawa. Dito lang ginagawa eh. And they can even contract a group of pre-registered SIM cards creator para gumawa ng thousands of SIM cards for them. So, not unless we can solve the problem of this pre-registered SIM card, sir, hindi matatanggal dito, sir, yung Pogo. Kasi they always hide behind dito sa mga fake identities na to, sir. After getting what they want, let's say, pag nakuha na nila o pag nasuba na nila o pag na-scam na nila yung isang tao, tatapon lang nila yung SIM cards and that's it. Nasira na yung buhay ng isang tao dahil dun sa isang pre-registered SIM cards. They'll just use another pre-registered SIM card na ginawa nila for the purpose of scamming persons. Ano? And in recent raids na ginawa namin, may mga nakuha kaming pre-registered SIM cards na nanggaling na po sa what country is that? Sa ibang bansa, sir. So UK, yeah. Meron tayo sa UK, meron tayo sa India ng mga pre-registered SIM cards. So, sabi namin, hanggang nag-i-exist itong mga to, sir, hindi mauubos yung online gaming na yan, hindi mauubos yung Pogo na yan, sir. Kasi, sir, dito, nakakakuha sila eh. Kahit anong bantay natin, sir, okay, nasira na natin, sir, yung number 3, number 4, number 2 na pinakamalalaking Pogo hubs dito sa Pilipinas. Pag kumalat ito, sir, dahil meron pa rin silang pre-registered SIM cards, they can do scamming in houses. 50-50 persons, sir. Sa mga condo, sir, they can do scamming, sir, as long as they possess and they can avail of these pre-registered SIM cards. So, yun, sir, ang nakikita namin na problema. And of course, sir, dapat maghigpit talaga tayo rito pagdating, sir, sa mga government-issued IDs. Kasi sabi ko nga, sir, Philippines is really a playground for them now para gumawa, sir, ng mga scamming activities nila and criminal activities as well. Kasi, sir, hindi lang po scamming ang ginagawa nila. They're now doing kidnappings, killings. They have enforcers now, sir, dito sa atin. And na sila mismo dati gumagamit pa sila ng mga Filipino counterparts but later on they realized na lagi silang nahuhuli pag may counterpart na Pilipino silang kasama. Now what they're doing is nag-i-import na sila ng mga it's either retired military from other countries or some are retired policemen. Ito po ay nasa record natin na ang hinahabol namin dun sa ibang Pogo hubs or retired military or retired policeman. And probably that will explain why we have military uniforms and military and police uniforms doon po sa mga Pogo hubs na nire-raid natin. And yun na po ang ginagamit nila. Sila na mismo, they have their own rule. They created their own parang batas sa loob ng Pogo Hub. And these Pogo Hubs are self-contained Pogo Hubs na lahat nandun na Hindi na kailangan lumabas ang isang Pogo Hub worker. They have KTVs inside. They have doctors inside. They have pharmaceuticals inside. Groceries. So you don't need, pag nasa loob ka po ng Pogo Hub, you don't need to get out dahil yung sinusweldo mo, doon mo nalang binibili, yung Pogo Hub na rin ang maniningil sa'yo. Ngayon, yun lang pag hindi ka nakakabayad at ayaw mo magbayad at ayaw mong gawin yung pinagagawa nila or siguro hindi ka po nakaka-comply sa kote nila, then so ganun na ho sila parang sabi ko nga, this is their playground now and they can do whatever they want. So, yun lang po, sir.
Thank you for that, Yusek. In Yusek, after raiding, we have raided 2 probably, or 3, huge Pogo hubs. The one in Las Piñas, the one in Bamban, and the one in Porac. And seems to me na these are really probably the biggest operating in our country. Have we already apprehended, have we already stopped the perpetrators of these Pogo hubs? Meaning, have we already apprehended or charged the mastermind of these Pogos? Tapos na ba? In other words, tapos na ba ito? Are we seeing the end of this type of criminality?
We did charge some of the bosses, sir. Malalaki na, sir, yung mga nahuli natin. But, ano po to, sir, kabit-kabit na in our analysis, nag-ooperate pa rin, sir, yung iba. Despite yung may mga inaprubahan po tayo, sir, di ba? Yung mga temporary license natin. And but yung iba po, they really intend not to magpa-license dahil mas gusto nilang mag-operate, sir, ng colorum So, ang nakita namin, okay, sir, na-stop natin yung 3, 4, 5 na malalaking Pogo, sir, But, nag-ooperate pa rin po, sir, yung iba. I think we did some impact in some ways, but really for them to stop, hindi po natin nagagawa, sir. I think kailangan, sir, pumukpok pa po tayo, sir. But, yun nga yung sinabi ko, sir, if we can do something about this, the proliferation of this pre-registered SIM card, sir, baka ma-stop natin ito.
Well, talk to DICT is here, so I'm sure they're taking note of that, and we already flagged them about the problems of the fake SIM cards, or not fake SIM cards, but the fake identities being used in SIM cards. We already flagged them with that. We'll talk to them later on about that, because a lot of this, when you talk about digital internet, we have no choice but to talk to DICT, because they're the agency that is supposed to be leading the way in assuring the public that the digital space is safe for everyone, and not being abused. But obviously, that's not the case. We're not seeing that. So we'll hear from the ACT about their efforts to clean up the digital space in our country. ang next question ko, Yusek, there's also a school of thought that if we ban pogos, they will go underground, no? Or if we ban pogos, the illegal will continue. Do you think banning pogos will still yield to the same illegal activities? Based on your expert opinion and based on your observation, I'm sure you've seen a lot of all of this, yung kanilang patterns, no? You've seen a lot of the patterns, you see a lot of their mentality. So what's your opinion on that type of school of thought?
Well, definitely, sir, Mr. Chair, when you ban pogos, tama yun, sir. Ma-stop natin yan. But we need to yung be more sir, yung mas masigasig tayo sa pagpapalo up. Dahil yun ang mangyayari, sir, eh. Pag na-ban natin yan, magliliitan yan, sir, eh. And then, magigirilya yan. Yung ginagawa nila sa multinational, yun, sir, ang mangyayari. They just do scamming activities in houses. So, yun lang, sir, ang magiging problema natin. But, ang solusyon naman na ino-offer namin dyan, sir, we can do it on a local level na, sir, eh. If, let's say, the mayor or the governor or the city mayor will be aggressive, sir, in running after this, yung mga colorum na pogo hubs na ito, yung mga maliliit na to, sir, mas madali na, eh. Compared, sir, dito sa malalaki, sir, it's hard. I mean, sir, we already told you our stories on how hard for us to even apply for search warrant, even to get help from other law enforcement agencies. Medyo hirap po kami because of the connections, because of the network, because of yung resources na ginagamit, sir, ng mga management ng Pogo Hubs na yan laban sa mga gustong manghuli sa kanila. Unlike, sir, kung maliliit, sir, I think yung local, sir, kaya na, eh. Alimbawa, sir, in other cities like Valenzuela and Bulacan, they already banned Pogo Hubs there, sir, operation of Pogo Hubs. So it would be easier, sir. Kasi pag sa local, sir, you can check on do you have the proper mayor's permit o kaya do you have the necessary fire code compliance in that area, sir. Tapos it will be very easy kasi, sir. Halimbawa kung sa bahay yan, sir, yung bahay lang na yun, sir, ang bukas ang ilaw sa gabi. So ang daling makita na nun, sir, eh. So it would be easier, sir. Comparing dun sa parang fortress, sir, na gigibain natin, sir, yung gate o aakyatin mo pa yung gate para makita mo yung operation, which is what they're doing in this mga Pogo Hubs na malalaki. But kung nasa subdivision sila, sir, even the homeowners association, sir, kaya na pong pasukin yun.